Hi students, now coming to the next topic, list and tuples. Some programming languages like Python provides a compound structure to implement the abstraction. This compound structure is called as pairs. So this pair is made up of list or tuples. Okay. So what is pair? Some programming languages like Python provides a compound structure to implement the data abstraction. This compound structure is called pairs. This pair is made up of list or tuples. Okay. So now let us see about list and tuples. First, what do you mean by list? Sequence of values surrounded within square brackets and separated by commas. Sequence of values surrounded within square brackets and separated by commas. Okay, this is called list. And what do you mean by tuples? Sequence of values surrounded within parentheses and separated by commas, which means sequence of values surrounded within parentheses and separated by commas. This is called tuples. Okay, what is list? A sequence of values surrounded within square brackets. Here, what is tuples? Sequence of values surrounded within parentheses. Okay, so this is list and this is tuple. And next point, list is used to store different types of values. But tuples are used to store same type of values. Okay, a different type means what? In a list, we can store different types of values. It may be integer type or floating point type or character type and so on. You can store any type of values in a list. For example, suppose you want to store the information about a person. You can write his name, his ID number and his phone number. You can write any type of values because here name is a character type, ID is an integer type and phone number is also integer type. So you can store any type of values in a list. But in a tuple, you can store same type of values. For example, take some colors. Color equal to red, green. Here red is a character type and green also character type. So you should store same type of values in a tuple. Okay. Next point is it is mutable. Mutable means what? You can change the elements. You can modify the elements. Those are available in a list. Okay. Here in tuple, it is immutable. Immutable means here the elements cannot be changed. You cannot change the elements of a tuple once it is assigned. Okay. The list and tuples can be accessed in two ways. First way is multiple assignment. What do you mean by multiple assignment? In this way, the elements are stored in a list and each element binds to a different name. For example, this is a list. Here 10 and 20 are the elements that are stored in a list. These elements are separated by comma and surrounded within square brackets. Okay, so this is called list. Here, in a multiple assignment method, each element in a list is bounded with another one name. That is, x will becomes 10 and y will becomes 20. Okay, 10 is assigned to x and 20 is assigned to y. Let us see the second method. So, second method for accessing elements in a list is by element selection operator. Here, this operator is expressed by using square brackets. So, for example, this element selection operator is expressed in square brackets here and here. Okay, you can rewrite this list So this is the another form where 0, 10. Here 0 is the index position and 10 is a value. And here 1 is the index position and 20 is a value. So here values are bundled together. Okay, these two values are bundled and these two values are bundled together. So bundling of two values into one is called what? Pair. So bundling of two values into one can be considered as pair. So this list and tuples are called as pairs. Okay, so let us write the pseudocode for this list and tuples. Okay, so now let us write the pseudocode for rational numbers. So we already discussed about rational numbers in previous video. Rational numbers having two parts. What are they? Numerator and denominator. This is the pseudocode for the list and this is the pseudocode for the tuples. So let us take two values 10 and 20 for xy variables. Here 10 is a numerator and 20 is a denominator. So it returns the numerator and denominator value in result. So if you are calling numerator value x, it returns the value that is present in 0th position. What is the meaning of this? Index position, which means the x variable is stored in 0th position. So next, if you are calling the denominator variable y, it returns the value that is present in first position. 10 is stored in 0th position and 20 is stored in first position. Okay, so this is the pseudocode for list and this is the pseudocode for tuples. Here 1 and 2 is stored in tuple nums. 1 is stored in 0th position and 2 is stored in first position. You can see here 0 is the index position and 10 is a value, which means the value 10 is stored in the position 0. Here the value 20 is stored in the position 1. So this is called index position, this is called value, this is called index position, this is called value. Similarly, here two values are given 1 and 2. This 1 is stored in 0th position and 2 is stored in first position. So this is the pseudocode for tuples. So this is about list and tuples. Okay.